Good morning and welcome to Koper in Slovenia for the final Lead World Cup of the year. I've got some snazzy new sunglasses, looking good. Now we've got 3 days here in Slovenia. So today we're just planning some stuff out. Fred is the cameraman slash editor for this one. He's in town right now getting some shots. Later on we're meeting Luchka Rakovitz for an interview. Morning!
Good morning!
So to tell you some history about Slovenia, when I first started doing this job, the comp was in Kran, which was near the capital, and it was a very old school venue, a little bit dated. We then moved to this magnificent new stadium here in Koper. And Koper is a cool city. It's right by the sea, so it sort of feels like a beach holiday. The food is good, the beer is cheap, the sun is out. Strange competition, this one, because we've all had a month off. Then there's the World Champ. So this is a little bit of an in-between one. And then I have a crazy travel schedule because I'm going to fly to China on Monday. So Sunday night around 1 o'clock I get back into Chamonix, wake up, repack again, clean my house and then head off to China. And then the foreseeable future, in all honesty, I might not be back for a few months. So it's a bit of a logistical nightmare, working it out. I met and chatted to Fred, and we've got a couple of hours before this evening we're meeting Luchka. I'm doing a load of work, but I am going to squeeze in a quick run down by the seaside. It's extremely hot and it is the middle of the day, but I'm trying to squeeze it in. And I always reckon I don't really like running, so if I've got to run, let's do it in the middle of the day so I sweat loads and that's better exercise, right? That's my plan. I nearly fell over. Once you've been back to a place a few times, I tend to remember venues for runs, and this is quite a nice one. It's all the way down by the sea, you can run for as long as you want. It's always very warm, but I quite look forward to the run as much as the competition. Is that weird? Maybe it's just me. This is the climbing wall that the event is part of. I mean, the event is at a climbing wall and this is it. No one's in here right now. I've snuck in. I just want to do some sort of fingerboard stuff because I've just had 3 weeks off and I've been climbing solidly and I'm not quite ready to let that strength go yet. So I had a run, fingerboard session, and then myself and Fred are going to go down to the seafront and do some filming. I am doing some location scouting for an interview we've got to do with Luchka. We're down by the sea. There's a nice park here, as you can see. Hello, Fred.
Hello, man.
How you doing, mate?
Very well.
Are you ready to film?
I'm happy to be here.
Very happy to see you, mate. Yes. Thank you. So Fred is just getting the camera set up here. We're going to shoot some links first and then we do the interview. I'm very lucky this year to get to work with lots of different people through Obsess. So you guys know Leo, you know Anthony, now you know Fred. And the reason we rotate people is because it's a lot of work. Editing and filming is very intense. So we split them up so they don't get burnt out. And it's also cool to keep it fresh because each show will have a slightly different sort of twist to it. I do like this place. It's a bit like Bali, just with slightly less beaches. So we're doing an interview for the climbing club about Luchka's recovery from thyroid cancer. So she's come to meet us. To explain to you guys at home, the interview itself is about 8 minutes, but we can't have it being 8 minutes for the show. It's got to be about 5 to 6 minutes. So currently I'm going through and cutting some bits because I tend to keep these interviews quite long form, so I'll ask more questions than we'll necessarily show. But I like to give some flexibility both to the editors and also for the athlete who might want to talk about different things. The beer is purely a coincidence. It was here when we arrived. Good morning, welcome to the first day of competition here in Koper. Lead qualification right now. So to explain the process of what happens now, The qualies is done, which means the results are in, which means I can write the script for the results screen that we display. Fred is finishing off some of the edits, so I have a vague idea of which athletes he's got the shots for, then I can create the voiceover for that. I feel a little bit weird, to be honest. I think it's because I've had a break. I had 3.5 weeks off, which was lovely. But I just feel like, I don't know, I've got to restart the engine a little bit. And because the Youth World Champs was so intense, because I was doing the filming and the commentating for that one. So not like a big daily show, but we were doing a lot of Instagram stuff, YouTube shorts. And I think I slightly burnt myself out with that. But obviously it's my job to rediscover that psyche and that energy. So at times like this, you have to take a deep breath, suck it up a little bit, and almost sort of cheat yourself, trick yourself into having not flatness. Does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Maybe you know what I mean. This is a pre-comp burger, which is a bit of a ritual actually. We've had a lot of burgers, you and me. Everywhere. Right, this is my commentary box, and it's pretty good here in Koper because the wall is up there, the VIP is there, and we're in our own little box, as you can see here. The field is behind me over there. So we're kind of close by because I like to see the wall. It's important for me, even though we don't need to because we look at the TV. And it's it's an atmospheric position. The crowd sort of gather over there and it will fill the whole stadium. So right now, we've got about an hour and 20 minutes to go. I'm gonna go check with Fred about the edit, if he's here, I think he is. I'm gonna go introduce myself to the Slovenian TV to say hello to those guys, because it's not Obsessed Media at this one, it's the Slovenian TV. Gotta read the routes, meet my co-commentator, get myself sorted. The sun is about to set, and it is a beautiful day. Semi-finals, I know you can't see my face, I'm sorry, it's probably better. Semi-finals done. And how good was Roy, eh? Roy was, oh, my face. How good was Roy? He's part of Trango, who are my sponsor as well as the IFSC sponsor, and super eloquent, route setter, hold shaper. The fact that Trango has people that knowledgeable working for them is just sick. So that's it for today's World Climbing Club. Make sure you subscribe and we'll see you again tomorrow for more IFSC action. It's the end of the day and I didn't really film. It's because it was kind of a funny day, working a lot with Fred, trying to get the edit right. There were a couple of things that need to be worked out with that. It's now 5:30, so I am just prepping the stats for tonight. So I go into the IFSC results service, I get all the athletes up, all their stats, and then we have a stat guy called Paul who prepares a bunch of information. So I familiarise myself with that, and it's important tonight because there's the overall winner being crowned as well, and it is complicated. The commentary box is in VIP, which is useful because I get to eat something. Because the stadium is a public place, obviously we can't prevent the athletes from seeing the wall. So there's always this kind of grace period where they're allowed to have a look before it starts. But you know, if it's a closed off stadium like inside in China, we can keep the athletes isolated. If it's somewhere like Chamonix or here or Madrid, then the athletes are obviously going to see the wall. So there's no point pretending like they're not. We're doing some introductions with the crowd around us and the sun. It's pretty cool. Jenny is my co-commentator, so she's just reading the routes with the route setters. I've already gone through it with them. Jenny, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm very good. Jenny, what's next for you? Are you going to Korea, right?
Oh yeah, next Korea, Modern World Champs.
Perfect. Thank you, Jenny. Cheers. He's underway right now, climbing strongly at the moment. Janja celebrating. There's still a standing ovation going on right now. We're doing Athlete of the Week interview. English is a bit tricky, so we're figuring it out. But yeah, we're in the gym. Escaped the noise. Fred is filming. I'm script writing in the middle of a party. The music is thumping. Everyone is having a drink around me. There's Hello, Mia and Rosa there. So yeah, I'm finishing this script, recording the voiceovers, and I kind of want it to be done, but obviously this is important, need to get it right, need to not make mistakes. Try hard. My camera has no battery, I'm sitting in a car park, finishing off some work. Thank you so much for watching. We'll return for the China Speed and the World Champs, of course. Please make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.